We are live with the Trust Q&A. Turn on questions. All right, here we go. First ones to pop up. Yo. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are
So I've
you?
been watching your channel for a while now.
Hold on. Hi.
Hi,
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay, what do you got?
So I've been watching your channel for a while now, and there's one big thing that I do agree on. There's a lot of women that do come on, and you'll ask them a question. One of the questions that I like that you ask is that you ask them how much they want to be responsible for in the relationship, and most of the time, you ask that question and they say they don't want to be responsible for any of the financial responsibility.
Okay.
So,
Are you single or are you married?
no, I'm actually engaged.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
so yeah. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, we're ingrained to think that we're not supposed to come up with anything. That the man is supposed to provide everything, and like you were saying, we're supposed to just enter the relationship and just
Hmm.
accept the gifts.
Do you have any
And,
kids?
huh?
Any children?
Yes, I have one.
Okay. How long have you guys been engaged?
About maybe 6 months now.
Okay, cool. When's the wedding?
April of next year.
Cool. Cool. So, well, the West has told women that you're the prize.
Yes. And
Mm.
also, the generations before me were taught that they teach our generation that we're supposed to just accept things and not really the standard of what we're supposed to be giving back. So that's one thing I wanted to ask you as well. So in my relationship, it works really well because I feel like I'm also responsible for 50%. I don't believe that it's always 100% on him and then 100.
Responsible for 50% of, okay. What's the overall question? Because that's one thing you ladies do. Y'all take a long time to get to the point.
Yeah. So
What's the
my
what,
view is that for the generations before us, is it
mhm.
okay to expect 50%? Because I'm hearing that it's not okay to.
Whoa. Is it okay to expect 50? I don't understand.
Oh, so for me, I expect myself. I expect that for me to give into the relationship, I have to work.
Okay.
I don't. I'm okay with working for
Okay.
forever. I'm
Okay.
okay.
Well, you
And
have to be.
right. So I'm told that from previous generations, from people that are older than me, that that's not okay.
Well, yeah, it is. Well, are these women married?
Yes.
No, they're foolish. I mean, number one, is the man you're marrying your child's father?
No, he is not.
Well, then you actually need to bring more than 50%.
Hmm.
I mean, see, you're coming into the marriage with a child.
Right.
So, yeah, you got to work
Hmm.
because if you weren't getting married, you'd have to work.
Right.
Um, the women who told you, ladies, set you guys up to be unmarried and single for the rest of your life because 72% of mothers in this country work full or part time.
Right.
So, I don't understand why any woman would tell you ladies just because you were born female that a man should have to get out here and work to provide when it takes two incomes and that's not even enough.
Well, for my situation, they make it about the age because he's a little bit older than I
Okay, then they're stupid.
am. Hmm.
Does it even sound make that make sense to you?
No, that's why I'm asking you.
Okay, and my question is this: why are you listening to these ladies?
Be- well, that's why I'm asking you because obviously you're older than I am, so you have more wisdom.
I got more wisdom,
Right.
but you stick your hand in the fire. If you one or 102, you don't need to be too wise to know that's hot.
Hmm.
Does what these women are saying, does it even make any sense?
Right, and I know you did a segment on the fact that women have a need to have to get married. It's not an option.
But well, you're not answering my question.
Mhm.
The women, what these ladies are telling you, does it even make sense?
For me, no,
Okay, then why are you paying attention to these ladies at all?
because they're older than me, and I'm thinking that they have
Okay, well, they're older than you. Is it your mama, your grandma, your aunt? Who are these people?
all of the above.
And are all these women married?
Yes,
And what do their husbands say?
their husbands are the opposite of what you just described in the earlier segment. They're actually more submissive to the women.
So
They
they're bitches.
have themselves.
So you got a bunch of beta males married to a bunch of dominant women.
Pretty.
Do you want your husband to act like them?
I don't.
Then get away from them.
Yes, I have actually. That's why I'm asking you because I.
I've already answered the question. Here's the hard part. You ladies are going to have to get away from your families.
We.
Period, point blank, end of sentence. If you're engaged, you need to leave and cleave. You know whether you have the wisdom or not, what those women are telling you is a bunch of hogwash. You can see their husbands are submissive to the women. Is
Okay.
that how other cultures work? No.
Okay.
Then get away from them. Okay, if they were drug dealers and gangbangers, would
Hmm.
you hang out with them?
No.
Then think of them as that. But
Right.
because you have reverence for women, that's my mama, that's my grandma, that's my auntie. So what? They still wrong.
I just wanted to ask you because we have moved away from our family, and I don't talk to my family. That's why I'm asking you
Okay,
because
well,
I'm planning on getting
good.
married, and I just wanted to ask that, because I do.
You have two families: the families you were born into and the family you choose. Look, man, family. We don't have a family that supports healthy relationships. And what you're describing is a bunch of women who are dominating men and a bunch of men who are subservient to women. That's not going. That no community respects that. So I'm sorry that that's the way it is, but it's not uncommon. Leave, cleave, move on. Go make healthier relationships with other women because that won't serve you.
Right.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye bye. Yeah, and what I say is that's hard because a lot of women want to stay close to their family. All right, uh, I'm going to block you too. Because I said, if you're a guy and you come back in here and request to be on here, I'm going to start blocking you guys.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 23.
All right. What do you got on the topic?
I just want to know, what would you say to a 23-year-old that wants to get married and settle down?
Um, I don't know.
You don't know?
Why do you want to get married?
Um, because I don't want to be like in my late 20s, no man, no kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be able to like break the generational curse of not having like marriages?
No. Okay. Okay? What does your father say?
My father wasn't in my life.
All right. How many children does your mother have?
She has 5,
But how many different men?
like 3.
And where are you at in the birth order?
I'm like the second oldest, which is the first guy that she.
Okay. So it's fair to say that you were not raised to be a wife.
Okay.
I mean, your mother was not a wife. She was having children and dating and doing her thing.
Mhm.
A woman with 5 kids by 3 different men ain't really mothering her kids. She's having kids.
Mhm.
Is that accurate, inaccurate, precise?
That's
Was she
accurate.
all right? So then at 23, what is marriage when is marriage the institution going to do to change the generational curses you're talking about?
Mm, I have no idea Could you reiterate on that just a little?
Well, you say you want to get married. I ask you why. You said to break these generational curses.
Right.
Okay. All right. Marriage is a piece of paper in a ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
What's that piece of paper in the ceremony going to do to break those deep-seated psychological or generational curses?
It's not really gonna do anything, honestly.
Right, right. Because you take you into marriage.
Right.
So if you have to become a wife and understand what that means, and then understand what your role is as a woman in a marriage. Getting married doesn't change who you are.
Mm.
It may not be what you want to hear,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to. Have you had any therapy yourself?
I have when I was younger, but my mom stopped me from going, so
Okay. Are you in college?
I graduated with my dental assistant certification.
And where do you live? You live with your
I live
mother?
in Atlanta.
Huh?
I live by myself. I live in Atlanta.
Okay. Is your mother
Yeah.
in the area?
Yeah, she is.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm telling you, ladies, some of you ladies' biggest issues is your mothers.
Mm.
So this is why I recommend sitting down with a therapist because you got a lot that you got to talk through. Being one of five children from three different men, my guess is you haven't seen any healthy relationships. Your mother didn't model them. So how are you going to go out and have anything that you didn't see?
Right.
So that's why you're asking me at 23. I can't tell you what to do except you got to. Unfortunately, at 23, you're not your mother's responsibility anymore. What you didn't get is your responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Um, First thing I would suggest is therapy,
Okay.
and I would not tell and I would not share with your mother that you're going, because more likely than not she's gonna feel some kind of way, and she's gonna. And most women think that their kids go into therapy to talk bad about them. You can do this for yourself. So I hope that helps.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah, and see the thing is, I feel for a lot of young ladies thinking that just getting married is going to change something. Hey, Bill, whatever your name is, cancel your request, man, because I'm going to block it if it's not canceled. Um, why do I say that? Marriage, yes, but if you don't have a marriage mind, what's it going to do? Hello,
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
I am well. How old are you?
I'm 51.
Hmm. What do you have for me on the topic?
I just wanted to ask a question. So, supposedly, I'm in the danger zone, but I would love to be married again. Uh, I listened to the young lady yesterday that was married to an older gentleman, and she wanted to get back with the other guy. And
You want to be married again?
yeah, I would like to
How
spend the
long were
rest
you
of my
married the
life
first time? How long were you
20,
married the first time?
13 years.
When did you guys divorce?
1991. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. We got married in 1991. Around, it was like 2003, maybe 2002.
Okay, who filed for divorce?
Um, he did
Why?
because we separated. I left. We separated. We were separated for a couple of years, and we didn't reconcile. I didn't. He filed the paperwork first.
How many children do you have?
Two,
And how old is the youngest?
10.
You had a child after the divorce,
I did.
and then you had a child in the marriage.
Yes, and he's 34.
Why do you want to get married with a 10-year-old?
Why would I want to be not in a relationship or alone for the rest of my life?
Because you got a
Like
because
to
you
grow
got a
old.
10-year-old. Because you got a 10-year-old.
Well, that's part of the hesitation
Well, it's on whose side?
on my side.
Okay, let's go back. You were married. You separated. You walked out of your marriage. You turn the camera the other way. The light's behind you.
Oh,
This,
I thought it was too dark.
well, I can't see. Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
but you separated. You walked out of your marriage.
I did. Not for
Okay.
not for nothing, but go
Uh,
ahead.
you walked out. But see, whatever you walked out for wasn't big enough for you to go down and file those papers.
Correct.
So your husband, who you left, had to go ahead and formalize it. That's just a number. That's just what you told me.
That you're correct.
Then after that, as a woman in her
40.
30s and 40s, you decided to get hot in the pants and have a baby at 39. I
Well,
mean,
actually,
29.
let me correct you. I got married again,
Well,
so I wasn't hot in the pants. I had a baby by my second husband.
how long were you got? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll do it. How long were y'all married?
A few years,
What does that mean?
about 4 years.
What year did you get married?
Oh gosh, you gonna make me think.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you think, grown woman.
Let me see. I got married in 2011.
And you got divorced when?
In 2004, 2015, finalized
And who
2015.
and who filed for divorce in that one?
I did.
Why?
We're on live. It's pretty graphic. I don't. It's something that happened. It was something that he did.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So you want to get married, but you're still looking for a stepfather of a 10-year-old.
So
That's
I
what it is.
understand
That's what it is. Is it a boy or a girl?
it's a girl,
Oh
and that
Jesus.
again, that's the
So
hesitation.
so
That's one
okay,
of the reasons.
ma'am, how tall are you?
I'm 5'8",
Dress size?
10,
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
like 165.
All right. No disrespect intended, ma'am, but you've been married twice. You walked out of a first marriage. What does
I
marriage
didn't
mean to you? Okay, that's just what happened. And what does marriage mean to you?
commitment. Um, Growing old with someone, friendship.
Okay, well, what did it mean to you? Okay, well, why didn't it mean that when you left your first marriage?
Because I was an ignorant child. Because I was ignorant. I was a child. I was immature. I got married when I was 19 years old and I was immature.
How old are you?
Now,
Mm-hmm.
51, 51.
Ma'am, you weren't 19 in 1991. You were
In
22.
21. I was 21 when I got married. I was
Okay.
19 when I
My
met him.
grandmother
So
was my
I was,
grandmother
I'm
was
really bad about
my grandmother was 18 and she was married for 50 years.
that's true. A lot of women get younger,
Okay,
but
so have
I'm
you been
telling
through
you
any
my perspective.
have you ever been through any therapy?
I am in therapy right now, and this
Okay.
is the second year.
All right. So is your child's father in her life,
Yes,
active?
but no.
So, ma'am, you would be looking for a stepfather to a daughter who he's not active in her life, and the way you say you divorced for some horrific reasons, right? That's just
Yes,
the general. Have you got her any therapy?
yes, she is in therapy right now. We both are,
All right.
and it's been
I
consistent for
gotta
2
be
years.
honest. I gotta be honest, man. Why would someone want to sign up for that? Dealing with a woman who's in therapy
Okay.
for 2 years, a daughter that's in therapy for 2 years, you've been divorced twice. That's cool, but it's like, why? What's the upside for the man?
Why wouldn't he? Um, I was going to
What?
ask the question.
What? Why wouldn't he?
Well, I'm going to answer. I was going to answer your question. I'm not talking about today. I'm not talking about today while my daughter is 10. I'm talking about maybe 4 years from now when
So when you're
she's
almost
a
60,
lot
so you want
older
to get you want to
and
get married
we
at almost
have.
60. You want to get married at almost 60. What's the upside of marrying an almost 60-year-old woman with a teenager? See, when you say why wouldn't he, that should have been the end of the conversation, because from that standpoint, you've thought about nothing except what you want. You ain't out thinking about what you bring to the man. It's about what you want. I don't want to die alone together. You're looking for a
I'm not.
stepfather.
I'm not coming, and I'm not asking to come into a situation or a relationship asking a man to help me care for my child. I'm good, and I take care of my child on my own now. It's
Ma'am, he
for
is still
not
going to be
necessarily.
responsible.
It's
Hey,
for
hold on, no, don't overtalk. Don't overtalk me. You still looking for a stepfather, ma'am. I don't
who
care
me.
how financially set. Yes, a husband would be a stepfather to your
I'm
child.
not open. It's a delay.
I'm saying a husband would be a stepfather. Doesn't matter how financially well you are. 5 years from now, you would have a teenage daughter who is sprouting her womanhood, and you'd be 55. Let me tell you something. Looking at you versus him looking at your daughter, that's going to be a big difference in gravity. He ain't related to either one of you. You hear what I'm saying? And when I ask you, why would a man want to step into a situation to a woman you say that her daddy ain't involved in her life, so she has to have some therapy and everything else? You're in therapy. Okay, cool. But why would a man want to step into such a chaotic situation at the end of his life?
You want me to answer now?
Yeah, yeah. Why would a
It's
man
a
want to step into
so.
that at the end of his life?
I don't think that my life is chaotic. I think that over the years, I have definitely gotten to the point where we, I'm wow.
I'm telling you, as a 52-year-old man, as a 50-year-old woman, I'm like, you're 51 with a 34 and a 10-year-old. You know what that means to me? I'm out the door. I want to hear shit else after that point. My ears are closed open. I'm not listening from my standpoint. I'm talking about it. Well, this
And
is
that's
on your side,
and you
not on my side. But what
very
I'm saying
entitled
is,
to your
ma'am, is
opinion.
you don't think it's chaotic because you're used to the chaos. You're talking about a man coming in to marry a woman who who has a you have a 15-year-old daughter, and he'd be a stepfather, and you haven't given any value
But
proposition that said, well,
where's
why
the
not?
chaos?
Shit.
What is chaotic
The
about
fact that
having a child?
it ain't mine. It ain't his. Everything that comes along with having a child who can say, you know what, Mr. Jenkins looked at me some kind of way when you weren't there. Mr. Jenkins was smelling my underwear. Mr. Jenkins asked me that I want to go to the store with him. Y'all don't put yourself in the man's position. Why would a man who is in your age cohort want to get involved with a child, this teenager?
I'm not ignorant to any of what you're saying. Um,
Then why you
I'm
think? Then
very
you sitting
aware
here
of
saying
that.
it's
And
not
again,
chaotic, and you saying it's not. You're saying it's not chaotic. It's not. This is not that. It's not. It's not. It damn sure doesn't sound like a winning situation. And this is what you ladies need to understand: when you become mothers late in life, and you're unmarried, you basically have signed yourself up to be alone. When you become a mother after age 40, actually after age 35, you have pretty much signed yourself up to go it alone. That's just the reality.
And I'm
Take me
prepared
off
to do that
Bluetooth,
if that's
ma'am.
what I have to
You
do.
got me on Bluetooth.
I'm
You
prepared
got
to
me
do
on
that.
Bluetooth. That's why there's a delay. Take me off Bluetooth.
That's
Take
the
me off.
only way.
No, you take me off Bluetooth. You take me off Bluetooth. That's not the only way. You take me off
Okay.
Bluetooth, put me on speaker. Well, see,
Hold on one
let me
second.
talk to the audience. Because women get comfortable with their chaos. To them, it's like, well, I'm living in it and my bills are paid and this and that. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? That's your biological child. You picked her daddy. You chose that. This new man would have nothing going in this situation, all liability. And the fact that when I asked you, why would he want to do that? And you say, why not? So flippantly, I'm like, God damn, you haven't thought anything about the men. But that's what our generation was. They don't think about us. They just think about what they want. And if you're prepared to go it alone, then this shouldn't bother you. All right. This is sorry, ma'am, your connection's bad. And I'm gonna say this again. People may not like it, but I'm gonna say it again. If you choose to become a single mother after age 35, between 35 and 40, because I know a lot of women who had children early on and then had another child when their first child was about to graduate. If you choose to become a single mother in your late 30s or 40s, unmarried, you have basically just said, do not go to jail, go directly to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Why in the French toast would a man want to sign up to be a stepfather? No. So if you're going to do that, you better stay with the man you decide to have a kid with. This was that 42-year-old one with the 2-year-old. And they don't get it. They don't get it. And I feel sorry for some, but here's the thing. What I need you to understand is before you guys say something about my tone, understand that woman is my contemporary. And I want you to understand that the mentality is kind of like, well, what's the problem? Because their entire life they've been told they can have it all. And only now at middle age, when it's getting to the end, are they starting to recognize, oh shit. Remember, she walked out of her first marriage and didn't file for divorce. She just separated, went on about her business. Her husband had to file for divorce after 2 years. Then she got married again for a few years. And I didn't want to probe, but she said it was horrific. Man, no. Gentlemen, ask the hard questions. Ask the hard questions, gentlemen. You deserve better. Especially men who get to the end of life, man, you deserve better. You deserved. I posted it on Instagram, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. Hello? Hello?
Hi, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. How old are you?
I'm 27.
27?
Yes.
All right. Gentlemen, you deserve to be happy and with a woman who supports you fully. That's what you deserve. 27. Talking about trustworthiness. What do you have?
Yes. Kevin, I'm having a hard time. I'm gonna be honest. I'm 27. I don't have no kids, but I'm having a hard time like finding a high value man and keeping him. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to
Where do you
do.
live? Where do you live?
I live in New York. I live in New York City. I'm
Where,
from the Bronx.
where'd you go to college?
I'm sorry?
Where'd you go to college?
Yes, I went to college.
No, did you graduate?
Oh, did I graduate? Yeah, I got my associates.
In what?
Criminal justice. But I'm not even doing that. I work for health insurance, so I do
Health
healthcare.
insurance. Aflac, Primerica, what?
I do Fidelis Care, Centene.
Okay. I gotta ask, why high value?
Because because those are the one who want a relationship, and that's gonna give me marriage. That's gonna want to marry me. That I want stability, consistency. So yes.
That's bullshit.
What do you suggest? What am I doing wrong? Where do I go?
Can I even get a word out? I
Yes, sir.
mean, I asked you why high value.
Uh, why high value?
Yeah. These men have high standards.
That's true.
Are you a high value woman?
Honestly, right now, I'm not.
Then why do you think you get a high value man? Why can you think you should be able to keep one?
Because based on the things that you have said, Kevin, I feel like, I'm fit, I don't have any kids,
I
I'm
don't care.
cooperative,
So,
I'm
but
submissive.
you're not high value. That's what you said.
You're right, I'm not. And what would be considered a high value woman?
I'm asking you, ma'am. You said yourself. Okay, you got an associate degree from the Bronx.
Yes.
All right, and you came in talking about where am I going to get high value? Are you on that man's level?
Not right now, no.
Depends. Why don't you stay on the level you're at?
Because it hasn't been working out. The men that I have came across that's on my level or better has not honestly taken me serious.
So you think going higher up is going to change something?
Yeah, I have to try something different. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, go lower. What you think is going? If you can't pass calculus, you think you're going to pass differential equations? You think if you can't pass chemistry, organic chemistry is going to be easier? Why don't you just be honest? I like the high value lifestyle and money. I want that.
I'll do.
Then why
Yes.
don't you just say that,
All right. You're right. I want
ma'am?
that
Can
one.
can you hold the phone steady, please, or set it down?
Yes, sir.
See, part of the problem is I'm gonna just be straight up. You've called in here before.
Yes, Kevin, not there.
You weren't serious then. You're not serious now
Yes, I. How am I not serious, Kevin?
because I talked to you before, and that was not even 2 months ago, man. And see, the sad part is far too many of our women y'all walk through life like life is a game. Like y'all smoky on Friday. Walk around like playing. Life ain't playing with y'all. It's not playing with you, man. You're about to be 30, just like that.
That's
And
my
talk about
point.
I want a high value man. Uh, High value men want women who make them look better. They can take around their colleagues, take to the mayor's ball, the charity events, and they can fit in and do these things. And they're comfortable in those environments. Is that you?
I could fit in, yes, and no matter where. Yes,
Okay.
Kevin.
I'm not making a value judgment one way or another, man, but I don't sense that that's really it. I think it's just money for y'all. Because do you really want to go to hang in some of these places and do some of these things? Is that your life?
I'm willing to adapt and
But
change.
adapt, no, no. See, that's the problem. That means somebody has to take you here and groom you and teach you when they can already go over to Wellesley or Barnard and get somebody who already understands it, who graduated from NYU, who already knows these things.
That's true.
And people may think that's harsh, but we got to deal with the socioeconomic things. See, if you were an attorney and I introduced you to a guy who was A carpenter, people would say they're not equally yoked. But when was your last relationship?
My last relationship was about almost 2 years ago.
How long did that last?
A year.
What's the longest relationship you've ever had?
I would say about 3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
How old were you when that 3 year relationship ended?
Mm. I probably was 24.
Probably were.
Yeah, I don't. It was about 5, 6 years ago. So
You
yes.
weren't 24, you weren't five, you were 27, 5, 6 years ago, you was 21. See what I mean? Y'all aren't
No,
serious. Y'all aren't
I
serious. These
can.
shouldn't be hard questions. I'm asking you about your previous relationship. My last relationship 2 years ago, lasted a year. That means you were 24 when that was over. How long longest relationship? 3 years ago. How long ago that ended? 5 or 6 years ago. How old were you when that started? I was about 24. That math doesn't add up. Ma'am, if you can't do simple math like that, you can't be with a high value man.
Kevin, I was trying to tell you that.
Ma'am, it's basic math. It's basic math and it's your life. If I
It
can do it on,
is.
okay, and here's the thing. I'm trying to help you. It's going to sting a little bit, but if I can sit there and understand the flow chart of your life better than you can explain it to me and you lived it, I'm going to say you're not a serious person.
I understand. You're absolutely right. But the reason why I was a little confused was because I haven't been in a consistent relationship. I know I started my the 3 year relationship back in 2015 that lasted about 3 years and change. And then from there I was like single for like 2.5 years and then but all right, it doesn't matter at this point.
How about you just deal with the average guy?
That hasn't worked either. I was dealing with an average guy. So I think I'm the
Well,
one with the problem.
the only thing consistent about you, huh? You think what?
No, I'm saying that
You
maybe
think
I'm the
what?
one.
Stop reading the comment section.
No, I don't. I don't see any comments.
Okay,
There's not any comments.
I think one of the things. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest. Okay, man, men want women who are serious. They're grown ups. They understand that life is real, and they're gonna bring something to the table other than just some coochie and cute. And when I talk to you ladies and y'all are imprecise, well, I was kind of in this and I was kind of in that. And this time from the last woman I talked to, she couldn't tell me her relationship history any more precisely. If you went into a job interview and they start asking about your work history, you talk like that, they wouldn't. You think you get the job?
No.
And there's the problem because y'all don't take men seriously. You don't think a man is something that's required to make sure you live a safe, successful, contented life. Men are optional to women like you. Because if you took a man seriously, you would seriously understand what you need to do to get one and keep one. And that's part of the problem with the West. You ladies can get out and go work and be relatively safe and protected. You down 911, that's your man. But here's the thing: at 45, it's a wrap. So you got another 18 years of playing.
I don't want that.
Well, but
I'm
okay, but what are you doing differently though?
what I'm doing differently now, Kevin, is I'm dealing with a different. I'm moving forward because right now I'm not
You
dealing with
keep
anything.
talking about trying to deal with a different caliber of man as if that's going to change you.
Okay.
All right. I can't. No, can't do it. Nope. You can deal with a different caliber man because you're kind of cute and you can put that on the table. But no, ladies, if you're not going to bring something to the table, and you ladies wonder why you can't, why you keep getting looked over, because men want women who are serious, and you're not taking life seriously. It's like when I talked to that one sister, and it was like, "Well, I want a high value man, and I'll study him on the dates." Y'all are more serious about going to college and going to work than you are about a man. And this is where we got to stop. Is stop entertaining women who aren't serious. I'm going to say this, and it may sting a little bit. Far too many women walk around like emotional teenagers or adolescents. And that's part of the problem. You think about the women who are 27 to 35. And I don't know if you what age, if you're around your grandmother or those people, those women were serious. These women are just kids. I want. All right, dude, I'm gonna go ahead and get you up out of here. I tried to ask you to remove that thing, but you wouldn't.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. How
Good.
old are you?
I'm 29.
29. All right. What you got for me?
No, I just wanted to come on and say I really appreciate you for being who you are. Um, Takes a strong individual.
What city do you live in?
Cary, North Carolina.
North Carolina. I gotta ask. I really
Mhm.
gotta ask. Why the bonnet?
Oh, I'm literally in bed and I was watching, and I knew you were probably going to say something about that. But I just got off the phone with my boyfriend, and I was like, because he's going to sleep. Um, and I hopped on because I saw you were on, and I said, wow, I wonder what he's talking about tonight. And you're exactly right. You have to, everything that you said to that young lady, I'm currently working on my doctoral degree. And if that was a job interview, she would not have gotten hired. And
Mm-hmm.
it's valid. You got to be serious.
All right, I'm gonna help you get up off here with that bonnet because that's not gonna help you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Just
Bye.
wanted to,
Thank you. I'm gonna help you out though. All right, y'all got to get up off of here with these bonnets. But it is late at night over there, so I was like, she's right. But she still got the bonnets on. Not the bonnet. The bonnet. No, not the bonnet. The bonnet. Whoa, whoa. Brick, no. The bonnet. Yeah. I'm out of breath. Fucking shit. I'm out of breath. Oh, I see what happens. I see what happens when you do that. I got it. I understand why it does that now. So, turn on commenting. I found a glitch in the matrix. Wusa, ladies, for the women who really want a different outcome, you have to put yourself in the purchaser seat. Men are looking at the market and they're looking at women who have a certain look. Okay, but after you have the look and the the facial look, the body, then he's looking at what's going on up here. You don't have to have a PhD. Nice, but he wants you to be intelligent. That does not necessarily mean you have a master's or a PhD. I prefer college educated women. But what men are wanting is women who understand that men are critical, integral, a necessity, not optional. And far too many women today, the higher up you go, the more your education, men are optional. This is why so many women who move through their teens and 20s just dating just because they were fun. They never took relationships seriously. So you may hang around men and know men, but you don't know how to be in a relationship. I know personally more good, decent women who just lack relationship skills. They just lack them. They don't know how to be in them. And it's not going to change because we don't tell women to focus on relationship skills with men. We tell women just be hot, be pretty, be cute, and the right man will come along and just accept you as you are. Like, no, 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 no. You have to bring something to the table, ladies, other than just being cute. All right, I see what happened. I get what happened. All right, I see what happened. That's what happened. When you block somebody, that's what it is. But I'm still gonna block you. Still gonna block you. Get out before I block you myself. The real B will. Okay. I'm gonna send in some more. I'm gonna send out some more requests to join. That one went out. Um, that one went out. Um, no, I've already talked to you. That one went out.
Suck my dick.
Oh, yeah, I bet it's look. That's it. Let's hold on. Hold on. Oh yeah. See, the good thing about when you get that done, when you invite somebody to come on, you get a record of it. So here we go, you guys. Let's do this then. You might want to change your name. You might want to change your name real quick. Billy, bounce up out of here. Yeah, I want you guys to understand that was supposedly a female. That was supposedly a female. But I need you to understand how low some of these so-called females have gotten. She don't even understand what's wrong with what she said. She don't even understand what's wrong with what she said. That's why I'm like, I'll let you. Hello,
Yes, hi.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Kevin? Thank you for accepting me.
Cool. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. Okay, we're talking about trust. But what do you got? What do you got? What are you talking about?
Well, I actually did have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So you always say like, when you want like a high value man, like do these things, do certain things, for yourself. And I just kind of like would like a suggestion from you. Like, what do you suggest women do that are working on themselves, that are trustworthy and, feel like they're
You have any
ready for
kids?
something? I do. I have one.
Where's his father?
His father actually passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
That's okay.
Were you guys married?
No, we weren't married.
How old is your child?
He is 7. He's almost 8.
All right. Why high value?
Um, well, I feel like the guys that I guess, been attracted to, or that I've attracted,
Mm-hmm.
just don't really like have a lot going for themselves.
What do you mean?
Well,
First off, did you go to college?
yes,
Did you finish?
yes.
What's your degree in?
Marketing management, and
All
I'm
right.
actually finishing a little bit more, a bachelor's degree as well. But right now, I have a marketing management degree.
So you think because the guys you've been attracting aren't doing what because they're not high value, so they're not good enough, or they're not?
Well, I guess what
What is it?
I'm trying to ask is like, for someone like me who's really trying to work on themselves, that wants to attract a high value man, like what do you suggest I do?
But I want to know why you want to attract them.
Well, I
You got to
look
be you got to be honest with me. You got to tell me
okay.
why you want to attract them. Do you want a high value man or do you want a high value lifestyle?
Okay, I guess could you define a little bit of both?
Yeah, a high value lifestyle means you get to drive probably a nice foreign car, live in a nice house, a nice public school, even a private school. You know what this means. A man's making over 6 figures, can afford. You have the option to be able to work from home, be a stay-at-home mom, these kind of things. That's the lifestyle.
Okay, that does sound great.
But it comes with restrictions.
Okay, so what do you think those would be?
First off, you got to be what he wants, and generally they don't want kids.
Okay.
They don't generally want anybody else's kids. These guys had to become something, and they generally want to start their own families.
Okay. So knowing that now, what do you suggest, I guess personally, like for me, what do you suggest I would do then? Do you
But
say
I don't
settle
know why
or
I don't, what, see, settle, I don't like when women say settle
okay.
because that implies that you are a higher level. You're a baby mama.
Okay.
So what, I mean, you didn't graduate from NYU, right?
No, no, no.
All right. So why would you be settling as a single mother?
Okay, so you're just saying that person just on the same level as what I am.
Well, yeah. I mean, what level would you, how tall are you?
I'm 5'5",
Dress size.
like a 4'6",
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
a 145,
Okay, on a scale from 1 to 10, you can't use 7. What would you rank yourself? Fresh face out of the shower. Just right here.
an 8, I think. No. Okay.
I will give you a 6, adjustable 6. Cute to pretty.
Okay.
So it's not
Thank
bad,
you.
but it's above average, but it's not way up here. But the problem is you got a kid. And
Okay.
a kid costs you at least 1 point.
Okay.
So you live in what city? Or what state
Yeah,
anyway?
at Washington.
Washington. All right. So you have a marketing bachelor's or you're working towards a bachelor's?
I have an AA in marketing management, and I'm working.
Associates. To have an associate's.
Correct.
So you have a 2-year degree,
Correct.
working towards a bachelor's in marketing, which, middle income.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you a hard question. If you were an average looking woman and a dress size 10, would you be asking the same questions?
Um.
Would you be asking for the same kind of man?
Uh, um. I wouldn't. I'm not trying to judge someone off their dress size, but if I mean, is that what all the guys?
I'm saying, what I'm asking is if you say you're an 8, okay,
Okay.
but if you were a 5
Okay.
and you were not a dress size 4, you were a dress size 8, 10, 12,
Okay.
would you still then be saying I want a high value man?
I guess probably not.
No. So you're asking for a man based upon how you perceive your image to be, which is fine. But men look at women and say, all right, she may have the look that I want, but there is another man's child there. And
Okay.
that is a concern, a big one.
Okay.
So you're saying, well, how do I attract this man? And I'm hearing that you want to attract this man because you want the outcomes associated with his lifestyle. But what is he going to get from being with you? What are you bringing to the table?
I mean, I guess that has a part of it too, but
What
another
is it
part of
though?
what
What is it?
well, another part of it would be as long as you get along with that person, you understand, what they're asking for and
All
what
right,
they.
let's say he has everything you want and more. What is he going to get from you?
I guess it would depends on what he would want from me.
Do you want any more children?
Um, I would want to be married.
Do you want to have any more children
I
in
don't think
marriage?
so. No.
All right, so a man, so right there, I want you to understand
Okay.
a man who has to put himself in the top 10%, top 5%, top 3%, top 1%, automatically he has to go raise another man's child, and he does not even get his own biological child.
Okay.
That's a bad deal.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
It's all about you and what you want. This is part of this high value thing. It's made women say, "Oh, I want that lifestyle, but I'm not even willing to give the bare minimum." So let's ask this question. You're 29 with an 8-year-old, and
Okay.
you don't want any more kids. There's a 26-year-old, no child, and she wants 3 children, and she was raised to be a housewife. Why should he skip over her to get you?
Okay. Okay. I see what
But
you're saying.
but why should he?
I mean, does it not come down to a little bit of personality or a little bit of how you
No,
connect with somebody?
no. No, because no
One's more submissive than the other.
personality doesn't mean shit if he can't get. Men want legacy. You
Okay.
want an unfair deal, man. You want a man to be a stepfather.
Okay, well, let me retract a little bit of my statement on
Okay.
having another child. I think that if, you
No,
know,
man, I'm gonna leave it where it was because that's the truth.
okay, okay.
I read your body language. You don't want another kid.
Well, I
It's
have to
hard.
think about it. Like if I would be
Well,
married and I was,
well,
if it was a
okay,
good situation, that
but,
I would love
but,
to, but I don't, it depends on
but,
how old I am as well. If I'm might
all
not
right.
be at
But the thing
38.
is, you're competing with the women around that man.
Okay.
And
Okay.
see, you can easily understand how to filter out people who are unacceptable based upon the men you say who are unacceptable to you. You say the men I've been dating are not acceptable to me. True or false?
True.
Then the men above you can also say which women are not acceptable to them. They want women who are fit, feminine friendly, cooperative, submissive, childless. You have
Okay.
a child. Then they want to have their own kids. You don't want to have any more kids. And if you do, at best you may get one. But he still has to raise
Right.
that kid.
Right. Okay.
So my question is, as a woman with an average degree, with a child, why can't you just get an average man? What's wrong with what's been going on with average men?
I guess, there's nothing wrong with an average guy. I guess I'm not really, maybe I've been not around the right people, I guess, not exposing myself to the right things, the right people.
What do you mean?
I don't know, maybe just like certain red flags that I'll see. A lot of the times I'll let them slide. And then later I'll just go, ugh, like I shouldn't have done that in the first place. I was just totally wasting my time with this person.
What do you mean dating?
Right, right, with dating. That's what I mean.
Where
Yeah.
you find where are you meeting these people?
Like mutual friends or like the last guy I went on a date with, like I met him at a wedding.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just tell you, just like I tell all ladies, you all can define it or put your finger on what it is you want, but you need to spend 10 times more defining what a man's going to get.
Okay.
Because here's the reality: cute, pretty, attractive women are common. High value men are not.
Okay.
And that's the reality. So and I want you to understand that there you're supposed to be the cute one of the group, not him. An average man earning average income should be just fine for a woman with a child from another man.
Okay.
That really should be a win.
Okay.
But so when you say settle, I need you to hear what the men are hearing. They're like, oh, wait a minute. I got to take on somebody else's kid. And you settling for me, and I'm a blue collar guy, or I'm a guy who's a white collar guy making middle income. No
Okay.
man wants to be settled for.
Okay. Thank you for that.
All right, take it easy.
Okay. Thank you. You too.
See, I think a lot of times, see what the modern culture has done to a lot of women is let them think their value is up here, and you kind of have to have this conversation one at a time. But I want you to understand the difference between that woman I talked to and that little troll thing. That person, and your name is on here, man. I'm actually gonna pull you up. We're gonna talk about your page in a minute. So you might want to go ahead and either set that shit to private or shut your account down. You better ask Steph how that turned out. I want you to understand how bad it's gotten to where these women don't have to worry. Women like that don't have to worry about high value, average, above average. Women who are uncouth, who walk around talking about suck this and lick that, and such and so forth. You got. They have to be that way. Let me tell you why they have to be that way. Because that's the only way they get any attention. It's like when you know you're at the bottom of when you know you're at the class clown. The class clown was flunking class, and that's the only way they got attention because they could not achieve. So I feel sorry for that kind of shit more than anything else. So here we go. Let's pull her up, shall we? Oh, this is a different person. That's a different person. No. No. All right. So, maybe the interior. Mm.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Excuse my voice. I'm a football fan and I lost Sunday,
All
but
right.
I'm here.
How old are you?
34 as of
Mm.
yesterday.
Cool. So, what do you got for me on topic? We're talking about
All right.
trustworthiness, or do
Q&A.
you have a question?
Trustworthiness. I'll be on topic. So little backstory. Grew up poor. I do well for myself now. Didn't go to college. I'm an entrepreneur. No kids. 34. I think my weight is within a good range. So for me, trust stuff. I dated some people that were not necessarily truthful about being married or not, or their situations with that. I've gotten smarter in that field, but now what I run into are men who lie about maybe their financial status.
Or what do you
Uh,
want?
so definitely, I would say high value man, and the
Do you
reason for
want to
that,
do you want to be married?
yes,
You want
yes,
children?
yes.
How
So
many?
I would say I could do,
How
I
many
could do
kids?
either or.
You want kids or don't want them? It's rather important.
I would love to have a kid. Yeah,
Just one?
one.
Okay. Okay. What state are you in?
I've been in Baltimore a year and a half from Los Angeles, and about to move to Atlanta next year.
All right. So high value. Is this because of your socioeconomic status? Why high value man?
Because in the past I've dated guys who maybe didn't have the same financial lifestyle that I've now grown into,
Hmm.
and they tend to try to compete with me. And
Well, after you're married, after you're married, do you still want to work?
yes,
Okay.
I love.
What? Oh, okay. What percentage of the family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime?
Given the lifestyle that I would love to have, I would say 50%. I'd be okay with up to maybe 70, but 50.
All right. So what is this lifestyle that? Okay. I'm cool with lifestyle, but why is lifestyle so important?
Because my parents lost everything when I was like a junior, senior in high school. And I saw that they now don't have anything later in life. And that's not a situation I want to be in.
All right. So cool. You want to be able to, but see, fear-based decisions, fear, scarcity, and lack tend
Yeah.
to be wrong-headed decisions.
Yeah.
So great that you're doing well, you're making money, but the kind of men you're talking about don't tend to want to be the woman to compete with them.
No, I don't want to compete with a guy.
Well, when you're talking about 50-50, or you want to be responsible
Yeah.
for 70-30, 70% of the financial load, but are you in a relationship? Are you a submissive woman?
Yes. If it's
Okay.
well, can I preface that or give a little feedback? So what I found that there's a certain type of guy that when I meet him, if he has a certain maybe dominant or masculine personality
So
type, it
conditional
naturally
femininity.
puts me in my submissive.
That's bullshit. You
It's not.
ladies,
That's
it
not
is
bullshit.
it is bullshit. You ladies with this conditional femininity
No,
stuff
it's
got it.
not.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's like saying a man is conditionally masculine. You
No.
late? No. I know what you're saying, but it's bullshit. It's something. It's a new wave concept, and I was with you until that. Because here's the thing: if you've been dating men who aren't on your level or not respond a lot about money, finance. Fine. You get
No.
a guy.
I've dated
What,
both.
well, no. I'm talking about what motivates you, what keeps you up at night. This
Yeah.
man wasn't honest about his finances and this and that. Okay, fine. How much money would you want your man to make annually?
Annually.
Hmm?
Um, at least 150 to 200K.
Uh, and as much as.
And as much as?
Well, because 150, 200K, that puts you in 150,000, puts you in the top 10%. So,
Yeah.
all right.
So
But living in
as much
Atlanta,
as, I mean, millions. I've dated
but
plenty.
living in Atlanta, a guy making $100,000 by himself he's living pretty nice.
Yeah.
But that's not rich. And
No.
that's not able to live high on a hog. But a man who's making 500,000,
Yeah.
he has different requirements.
Yes. I agree.
He's gonna want a woman who is there for him on his
Yes.
page. So you have your business. Your business is it an interior design?
No, I own an advertising agency.
Okay.
But
All right. So your business. Okay. Well, what will
same thing,
come?
whatever.
What will come first, though? Your
Oh,
business, your child, or his?
his
See.
and the child.
All right. So here's a problem that many professional women tend to have because whatever your past relationships issues were, I'm gonna ask the same question. Have you sat down with a professional? Had you counseling or therapy?
Yes.
Um,
Pat Allen is who I've done some counseling with.
all right, and then when was your last relationship?
About 6 months ago.
How
7 months.
how long did that last?
6 months. The one prior to that was 4 years.
And why didn't you guys go the distance?
He was significantly younger and a Peter Pan, and I chose wrong in that situation. So
And
I
how long
left
ago
it.
was that?
I turned 30 when I left that. I just turned 34. So since then, I've had only very small relationships.
All right, so you got to go back to your long relationship. You picked a younger guy,
Yes,
somebody that you could control.
I know.
Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody who could tell you to shut the fuck up?
Yes.
How long did it last?
It lasted maybe 6 months.
Okay, understand a high value man, you're going to live and shut the fuck up.
I know that.
You'll wake up and shut the fuck up. You go to sleep and shut the fuck up. You open the refrigerator and shut the fuck up. That's how it's going to be. Shut the fuck up.
I
Because,
understand.
and I'm saying this so people can understand, because high value men, you're it's okay to be a professional woman, intelligent, educated, and so forth, but you are an asset to him.
Yes.
So having a career in advertising, that could be beneficial to a guy.
Yeah.
But where have you in your adult life actually practiced being a cooperative, submissive woman to a man on that level?
So I would say for me, I just turned 34, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say I started heavily practicing that at 31. I started getting into the psychology of relationships, listening to people much like
Right.
you. I
But
found
you've only
dividing.
had 6 months relationships though, right? The longest one you've had.
I would say yes.
Okay.
And I have only dated two people who I would say are a high value man since then. And I took lessons from them, learned from it. I'm definitely improving on what I need to do. I currently am talking to someone who I think is a high value man. And what's
Are you
interesting is
guys in the same city?
we are not.
Thank you. Pretty I know what you ladies are. You're in
Yeah.
the same category. Same thing.
Yep.
White, black, Hispanic, Asian, or other. You're all the same. Pretty professional problem. Look, at the end of the day, these long distance relationships where you keep yourself safe. I'm glad you got your therapy, but you're the kind of
Yeah.
woman I'm going to be focusing on for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Because if you ladies don't learn how to trust and actually be
Yes.
vulnerable and actually go all in, you're going to miss your window. At
Yep.
34, you've got about another 2 years.
I know.
2 years. And this is when you need to start studying the kind of men you say you want to be with and understand what they want. Because you're competing with all the women around that man, and your competition gets younger, hotter, thinner, more cooperative, more
Yep.
submissive every day because they're listening to this kind of content too, and they got you beat by about 7 years.
Yep.
I would suggest, are you working with a matchmaker?
Yes, I have.
Right.
That's the last two matches I mentioned were through a matchmaker, and they were phenomenal matches.
All right.
Sure.
Well, I mean, you're pretty much right down that target area. So you
I'm
might as
putting
well
in effort, I promise. I'm trying.
well, I know that's the reason I'm going to be doing this because there are a lot of women who fit your category, a lot of black women who fit your category, a lot of non-black women who fit your category, who the rest of this year, you might as well grab a bottle of wine, some Xanax, some popcorn, some tissue, because I'm gonna be talking about y'all.
Yeah.
Because if you learn how to get on board, it's more likely to get the outcomes you want. But eventually, you got to get around the kind of men you're talking about, and you got to risk and go all in. All right,
So
this
that's
is
why I'm
a
moving, because the atmosphere where I live, they ain't here. So I'm just like moving a little bit.
you moving to Atlanta. Welcome to a competition area.
That's cool. I'm cool with competition.
All right, thanks.
All right. It was nice seeing you, Kevin.
Bye
Bye.
bye. All right. So, guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This whole thing, this whole pretty professional thing, there are a lot of women who fit in this category. And for those who are willing to do the work, like the one sister I talked to on my channel with the short hair, um, I think they will have the. I think you can reach a tipping point with women like that. But it's gonna be fierce competition. And when I say that, shut the fuck up. It's not to be rude, but it's serious. Men are simple. Men are different. All right, I'm gonna take a couple more, and I'm a bounce. Keith, I think you bounced on here before. I can pull her up. Um, Friday, ladies, Friday on YouTube, I'm going to be talking about how to shoot your shot with high value men. A lot of you ladies are going to have to learn how to shoot your shot because some of y'all's game is trash. You've been relying on your looks too long, and stepping to a man that you want requires more than just, hi, I'm cute. No, 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 no. You have to learn how to shoot your shot. What? Oh God, what's going on here? Um, Feminine women who are being aggressive and assertive while maintaining femininity is women who will win. Oh, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. We don't do that. No, 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 no. We don't do that. We don't do that. Women who are feminine, but but learn how to be assertive and aggressive. Assertive. Women who are feminine but can still be assertive. Learning how to differentiate themselves in the competition are women that win. So Friday, ladies, you'll want to tune in. Okay, I think I'm going to be kind of done with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Trust Q&A. See who's watching. I'm Jasmine. All right, cool. Good show. Join in tomorrow night on YouTube's. YouTube is going to be cracking tomorrow night. I promise you that. Because we'll be talking about the Will and Jada situation. Look, I know a lot of folks want to discuss this. We're going to get that done. And Will and Jada on Wednesday. On Friday, how to shoot your shot. Because some of you ladies, I'll be honest, y'all be in the DMs with weak ass, dry DMs, winking and like, y'all gonna have to learn how to come on Friday. Because the women who shoot their shot leapfrog the women who sit back like this. Trust me. So, probably the second or third week in October, we're going to have another men's week. So, when I do men's content, I'm going to give plenty of leeway and heads up so you guys can understand what's about to go on. Cool, man. This was good. This was great. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, YouTube. Till next time, peace. We're gone.